Hey guys, I want to introduce you guys to my new 120 gallon. This is my first big tank, and it's going to be a cichlid tank. This is an experimental tank for me. This is where I'm going to learn how to keep fish like this, how to keep a big tank and maintain it in the best way possible. So this, just so you guys know, I have kept cichlids like probably 10 years ago. I kept them, but I didn't ever research it. I just had them. A couple of them died. I was your typical person keeping an aquarium. It was just kind of like a temporary interest, and then I just got rid of it. But this is my first kind of serious go at it. This is a 6 by 18 by 2. And as you guys can see, I've kind of scaped it a little bit. I put some black gravel down. I'm running this system off an FX4. I got the Siki Wave Maker. And basically, this is all just based off what I've seen on YouTube. So the first two cichlids I put in there were these electric blue Jack Dempseys. All right. And by the way, for those of you wondering why a newbie's bothering to film any of this stuff, well, I'm kind of a YouTuber already. I'm just a dog YouTuber. I have a dog training channel that has a following, Shield Canine Dog Training, so you can check me out there. But I also have other interests, and this is going to be the channel where I kind of do more of my other interests, like the fish and the horses and so on and so forth. And I'm not an expert. This is just me having fun in these things. I'm an expert in dogs, but this type of stuff, this is just me enjoying a new interest, a new hobby, a new pursuit. So I watched YouTube, to learn about what I needed to do, and I'm sure I'm still making mistakes, but this is my first crack at a cichlid tank, because cichlids are obviously, next to salt, they're probably the best kind of fish you can get. So those Jack Dempseys, like I mentioned, there's two of them. They're the smallest fish, and they're the first two that I got. I saw them in an aquarium store, and I couldn't resist. So two Jack Dempseys. I'm pretty sure they're both males. You can see the other one there. And then this is a ruby red Alanacara. Now, I'm not going to talk about that red one first. That's a flame tail. Okay, and the flame tails went in yesterday with the ruby red Alanacara. I think I need myself another ruby red Alanacara. That is a beautiful fish. And then the newest denizens that I just introduced an hour ago, you can see swimming around, living up to their reputation. This is a rare cichlid. This is a Lake Turkana, or Turkana. Okay, guys, sorry, my pronunciation isn't the best. This is a rare red Turkana jewel cichlid. So apparently they're relatively rare in the hobby. I saw them in the fish store. Now, with these ones, apparently the males are the males are darker and the females are brighter. And when I went there were definitely females that were brighter than that Alanacara ruby red, which I understand is a color morph purposefully bred to look like that. These are the guy said at the fish store that those are probably wild caught. He didn't think they were captive bred. So, I don't know how true that is. There are two of them. The other one is over there. So the males are actually darker than the females. Apparently when they breed, the males are darker and the females are brighter. And the females, like I said, they were blood red. They were like fire engine orange. So, and these are beautiful fish too. You can see when they kind of puff up, they got the iridescent blue on their dorsal fin. And you can see that now. So they gave me some pretty. They didn't try to sell me these fish. Let me put it that way. They were kind of very leery of selling the fish. They said they've had a multiple of these fish returned because they're just so aggressive and nasty. So I put them in with the only cichlids they're bigger than is the Jack Dempsey. But you can see they're already they've only been in for an hour, and they're challenging my two Alanacaras, right? Now the other male is over there. Sorry guys, the other male is over there, and you can see him challenging that flame tail a little bit there. He doesn't seem to be as peppy as this one here. And this one's, he's already coloring up, and he's only been in the tank, like I said, like an hour and a half. So these guys are definitely very interesting fish. Now, I gotta say, if I had to pick a favorite, those Jack Dempseys are my favorite. I love them, the electric blue Jacks. Now again, I bought them spur of the moment at the store, and then I'm hearing some stories about how these fish are really bad to keep and they die a lot. So I guess we'll see what happens with them. I really like those though. So we've got the Turkana ruby red, the Turkana jewel red, the Alanacara ruby red, and then the flame tails. And I'm going to add more to this. I know it's probably not enough. I need to add more rock, but this is my start. I'm running this whole system on an FX4. I've got a light. I don't even have a lid on this tank yet. Like I said, this is an experimental tank. I'm going to learn a lot of lessons with this tank. I know it's not all going to go exactly the way I want it to go, but I have another plan. I plan an Asian arowana tank in my living room. So I want to make all my mistakes here with these aren't cheap fish. For sure they're not cheap. Like those Elenicaras were 80 bucks a pop. Now I don't know if I got taken to the cleaners. All I know is I saw them in the store and they were really nice. And then the Jewel Reds were 40, and then the Jack Dempseys were 40. And it seemed reasonable to me. I mean, I really think they're very beautiful fish. So this is a quick intro, guys. Like I said, I am not an expert at fish keeping. This is just going to be a documentation of my journey into the hobby. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. For those of you wondering, I threw the bamboo in here because, like I said, I'm planning another tank, and I thought, you know, it'd be nice to have some stuff for that tank ready to go. I threw the duckweed in there, but now it's kind of grown on me. Like the green and the black contrast so nicely. I really like it. I don't know how it's going to last with these big guys, especially when I add more, but so far, it's a super enjoyable ride. I really like this. So I'm going to continue to video this. I'm also into horses. Again, I'm just a newbie at it, right? I got 2 horses, and you know, I'm not an expert rider or anything like that. So you know, I'm going to be following their journey as well on this channel. This is the things other than dog channel. If you guys want to follow my dog stuff, I am an expert at dogs, dog training specifically. We talk breeding, behavior, all that type of stuff. Follow me at Shield Canine, Shield Canine Dog Training, the YouTube channel. You can find my work there. But for now, this is a fun new little piece of uncharted territory that I'm really enjoying so far.